Busy morning here on Valentine's Day. Just got out of a really intense, awesome, really great actually client meeting. So it's a lot of fun. And so always amazing to have super smart clients and fun ideation. Now headed back to the office for a bunch of meetings. Hope everybody's having a great day. And where's D-Rock?
Macro, I'm from mom and dazzle. Got it like ground like gravel. Coming back around like lasso. Macro, like a vision board, I see with clarity. I hustle like my name is Garyvee.
But I've been telling you.
Accounts was talking about equity. I'm Triple H giving the pedigree. That mean that I'm special, my specialty. I put in the work till I'm dirt in the earth. I'm moving furniture to Beverly.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, Rose.
What's up?
We about to do this?
We are.
What's the name of the podcast?
The Journal.
Oh, The Journal.
Yeah, I'm putting it under The Journal. So.
Ryan did it? I saw a picture of him.
What? Oh yeah, Hoover. Yeah, he did
Hooves. D-Rock, what are you doing?
I'm just here.
Living life?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. Garyvee.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it is good to have you.
It's good to be here, man.
Why VaynerMedia? What made you think?
Well, I think you remember this. And I don't, I think it's actually more interesting to ask you, and I don't know if you'll remember, I don't know if it's enough of a moment for you to remember, and it's a long time ago, but I thought everybody, our whole crew, Saka, Morin, Travis, everybody was weirded out that AJ and I started VaynerMedia. Because everybody was building big tech apps and raising tons of money.
Actually, I wasn't weirded out by it at all.
Because you're practical.
Well, I
to that point, you're
plays
practical.
to your strengths.
What I knew was I was building a foundation for my future. It wasn't hard for me. The first 13 years of my life weren't sexy, I was quiet, and I built an actual business.
But how did you get funding, external funding?
Nope.
So
We landed a Gillette project for $80,000. We activated in Vegas. Travis flew in and slept on our floor with me and AJ.
How'd you meet that first
I met
client?
this dude at a Nets game who had an agency. It was a subcontracted thing. And he's like, hey, you're starting. He's like, what are you doing? You're the wine guy. I'm like, no, I'm starting this thing called VaynerMedia.
But you were doing talks at this point, so you were gaining some popularity.
And I was writing Crush It, because
Right.
this started in May of 2009. That came out in October, so I just finished writing that. And I just
But
gave.
people hadn't read that yet.
No, and I just gave that Web 2.0 talk. Everybody has time. Stop watching fucking Lost. That blew my whole world up.
So that was the big.
That was the moment. No, that's the moment.
Okay.
There's two moments. Being on Dignation with you and Alex, 100%.
I love that you guys are like
keeping it on now.
in press mode with your little Madonna talk.
I legitimately feel like Janet Jackson.
That combo, and they were 3 or 4 months apart, really put me in a place.
What are people having a hard time figuring out that you wish you could just really tell people this is what you need to succeed? I mean, people are looking to you for that thing to tip them over.
Permission.
Is it permission?
It's permission. People are scared to fail. One thing you and I have.
That's so crazy.
Well, you just beat me. I was about to say the one thing you and I have in common in our differences is that you are so not scared to.
Well, dude, we're gonna die. We'll all be dust in 30 years.
Yeah, I better not die in 30 years. Jesus
30
Christ,
years.
this guy. Thank you. 50's better.
But I'm just saying, why not, man? Why not give it your all and just go crazy?
Because people care what other people think.
Who cares? Everyone's gonna fail. You're gonna fail.
Of course.
I'm gonna fail.
Of course.
Anywhere we look around us, people are gonna fail at trying new things. But thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate
I love
it. All right.
That was fun. Get together and just kind of shoot the shit. Feel like I'm doing a lot of one-on-ones, and I still haven't really put. It was funny. I was thinking about it today without even remembering that we were doing this today. When are we gonna kind of do the town hall thing? But even if I can finally figure my shit out and do the town hall thing, I want to do more of these. 15, 20s. I think what's holding me back is I just don't see how we're gonna get to anything real with 700 people. Tough to ask those questions that you really want an answer from, but I'm trying to figure out how to scale a little bit because people are not, when I look around the room here and think about how little time I've had with some of you, that's exactly why I'm here. I think my style of building businesses is to establish kindness and culture first. And so I think about it like parenting. I think you parent your kids in the first 3 or 4 years, and most of you or some of you will get this opportunity. Very different than Misha is perfectly aligned with the age of this company. They were literally born the same month, right? We expect a little more from Misha than we do from Xander, because she's 7 and he's 4.
Do you think if you didn't get the success that you got with angel investing, would you have done things differently?
No, because it's how I built Wine Library.
So you think
I had nothing.
But timing wise, do you think you'd be able to do a lot of the giving back that you're doing now at this scale?
Yeah, it's the thing that I did. It's how I built Wine Library.
Okay. Cool.
I'm just patient. Like, what's everybody in a rush for? Like, I promise you, if I asked everybody, hey, do you want to make $10 million in 3 years, or do you want to make $50 million in 11? Some people would take the 10 and 3. That's fine, but I don't know. I like the 50 and 11, just better. I think people get confused, and unfortunately I didn't document this at the time. So here's something interesting. I was about to say, I think people get confused because I wasn't documenting my life and thoughts when I was actually being patient in my 20s. And now they see it. What I don't think people realize is I'm nothing compared to what I'm gonna be. So when I'm gonna be the guy, like not nice cult status amongst the smart homies, then this is gonna be interesting.
Right.
This is gonna be real interesting when, when I sell a company for 1.7 billion. This is gonna be really interesting when I buy a brand and flip it. This is gonna be really interesting when I make I know that I have another Facebook and Uber in me. Like when I make that, but I'm gonna put 5 million into it at a $10 million valuation, own half of it, and then this is gonna be interesting in 25 years.
One of the things I thought, so I've been in the tech world for all my career, but I have a lot of friends that always asked whether or not I would start my own thing, including my former CEO. Like, do you have any desire to do your own thing someday?
Yeah, you have such a confidence kind of vibe, which makes sense.
But it's funny because my answer was always
no.
Like I think I'm a very and until you said it in your content, I think it really stuck with me. Like, I'm a very good number 2.
Yeah, I get it, man. I think that's.
I love being like that.
So I'm gonna say something that pisses me off that D-Rock is catching this, because I've said it here and there, but I don't think I don't think I'm gonna be escaping this one. I secretly wish I was a number 2.
Why is that?
It's the best job. Yeah. You get a lot of the economics, a lot. You get a lot of the perks, and a lot less of the shit.
Because
you're still number 2.
When you're number 1, you're a professional janitor.
When you're number 1, you're in the shittiest spot ever. You've got, it devastates me that my hard wiring forced me into the narrative. I'm obsessed with number 2. It's the gig. It's the gig. It's just great. You still can impact, you can do so much.
Yeah.
And there's just still something about not being the last line of defense. You still get to look at somebody else and go,
We do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, the way I am, theoretically I wish I was a number 2, but for me, like, even, it's so funny, even though I just made that huge rant, like, I could never look at somebody and say, what am I gonna do? It's funny, but it's a good gig. It's a good gig, and I think even more interestingly, I think number 3 and 4 and 5. I mean, if you can be impactful, there's people in my company that are number 57, but have a lot of influence, and that's a really great gig.
But everything's relative, right?
That's right. Yes, that's right. That's right.
Like the 52 at Facebook, like rolling around and.
Oh my God.
More money.
From a financial standpoint, number 52 at Facebook is going to make more than 99.9% of number 1s.
For sure.
That's why I always remind people that interact with me. This is where I think D-Rock is very smart. Been watching his whole narrative. Like, you got to be smart when you catch a tiger by the tail. You really do.
Jill Sandberger thing. She was just told you don't say no to a seat on the rocket ship. I think it's like.
Yeah, right.
Which, yeah. You just take whichever seat's given to you.
And I love the meritocracy of it all. Like, the people that jump off my ship, I'm such a son of a bitch when it comes to the competitive nature of business. Like, I love them and I feel sad and I want nothing but great, and I genuinely wish they go on and do bigger. Yeah. That if they stayed with me, I really do. However, I'm excited to knowing that that's probably not going to be the case, and I can't wait to see them. Mm-hmm. That's why I love business, because you can be a good guy and you can be an assassin at the same time, and if you know how to balance it, you can really pull it off. I should be down to like 20, 30. I'm gonna take the mic off for now, D-Rock.